Welcome back to the final episode in the Challow Mum Anxiety course. My name's Emma Kenny and I'm Challow Mum's Psychologist in Residence. A massive well done to you for following the course through to the final episode. I really hope that you're starting to feel that the changes you've made are making a difference. Last week, we heard some real life experiences of anxiety and I asked those mums to try out some of the techniques from the course and film how they got on. I can't wait to watch this.
I'm tired because the night before I can't switch off. I feel a bit depressed, to be honest.
3 years ago I became disabled, so my whole life got turned upside down. All my family's life got turned upside down, had to learn to walk again.
She spent 6 weeks in the queue, and it was just then that I think that I started getting panicky.
It's just such a horrible, horrible feeling.
So it is 1:30 in the morning. As I've been lying there and unable to sleep, I've been able to feel like anxiety building and building to the point that my chest just feels so tight, and I keep imagining that I'm going to hear the sound of glass breaking and like someone's in the house. Made sure everything's locked and I just feel really jumpy and on edge, and it's just horrible. I just wish that I could go to bed and go to sleep like a normal person.
I didn't realise how much doing proper breathing exercises would actually help with anxiety. They have been able to calm me down in an anxiety attack. I find if I do the breathing techniques first, that calms me down enough to get out of the house and then get on with the rest of my day.
On a day-to-day basis, it affects me to the point where I don't want to get out of bed. I'm getting all emotional now. I learnt that my anxiety really took over me to the point where I was non-existent anymore, and when I noticed that I would rather be doing cleaning and jobs because that was my kind of way of relaxing, that kind of hit me a little bit, because I'd rather do that than spending time with my children, which is completely wrong and it's quite emotional actually. So I would write down everything I would do in a day, such as getting up, getting dressed, getting the kids dressed, breakfast, packed lunches, emails, everything from start to finish. And then I would sit down and actually think, do I need to do all of that? So if I didn't do all of the washing that was in the washing basket, I would get really frustrated by it, and to the point where I wouldn't sleep, and instead actually use that time to spend it with your children, so you'll have more quality time with your children, and this has really helped me. I also have a screenshot on my phone which basically says I am excited, not anxious, and anytime I am feeling a bit anxious I will whip out my phone, look at this quote and tell myself this is exactly true.
I'm like learning a lot about what triggers me, like I'm learning what is causing this for me. I am doing something I don't normally do, and I'm going to a play group with a new friend that I've made. She shouted like, oh, you know, do you want to come for a coffee? We'd seen each other a few times, and normally I'd be like, oh no, I've got an excuse, I can't do that, and I just said, I found myself saying yes because I was like, what would Emma say that I should do? Even though I get like this, like I get all like, oh, I hope people like me, and I hope like I fit in, and I hope like I don't get judged by other mums and that kind of thing. So I'm excited, but I'm like, at the same time. So yeah, fingers crossed it goes okay. Just being able to have like a way to sort of deal with things out massively. I learned that like it's not the be all and end all, like I am not just a big ball of anxiety and I'm not someone that's gonna like be taken over by it. Just do feel a little bit more in control and a little less isolated.
There's been so many days that I have just wanted to crawl back into bed, draw the curtains and hide away from the world and not have to deal with the reality of day-to-day life, but I've made it through the day and that to me is success.
My anxiety really affected me and my husband's relationship because I would get really anxious and moody and paranoid. We are having definitely less arguments. I have my good days and my bad days, but I'm so much more calm now and relaxed, and if anything stresses me out, I will tell someone, or I'll just take a step back and breathe through it.
I've already recommended the techniques to some of my friends. I've raved about it and told them how it has completely changed how I handle anxiety and how I handle a bad day.
Asking for help is the most freeing thing ever. It really, really is. I can only stress that enough. Like, never, ever, ever go through this on your own, because you don't need to be on your own.
Wasn't that great to watch and see how our anxiety course really can make a difference when you try it? I hope you've enjoyed taking the course and found it useful, because this is a great time to retake the anxiety quiz to see how you've improved. Remember that however your day is going, the Channel Mum Village is here for you. It's a safe place to ask questions and to get answers from me and the trained parent helpers, all trained by me, plus mums who've been there too. If you know anyone who may be struggling with anxiety, please do share this course with them, and thank you so much for watching.